Nah. You serious?
Yeah, mad loud.
Well, it might be just because you're far away. So like the acoustics or something.
How about now?
You just sound perfect.
All right.
Voice of
Welcome
an
to the
angel.
show. Holy moly, what a week it's been. We had our first Bozo of the Year trophy claimed. Congratulations
Ooh.
to Josh McDaniels.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Mid-season, he didn't even wait to the end of the season, so we could cut it at the mid-season and still have room for one more Bozo of the Year.
That's because he's a
He's
selfless
amazing.
guy, clearly.
Yeah, he's amazing.
He's a selfless
shout,
guy.
shout out to Joshy boy.
Yeah. I mean, I think we all kind of have been forecasting that for a while, so I'm happy that I feel like we all got a win with that one.
You especially because you brought the Raiders hat back out.
I know,
You
I
know
can
what I'm
wear it
saying?
now,
Yeah, he is.
I mean, not that I can wear it with any kind of pride. There's still shame associated with it, but there's not.
Yeah, but it's a different type of like you can deal like a usual fan. He could deal with the team being bad, but when the team is like run by people that you're disgusted by, and you know what I'm saying, it's a different type of like you almost feel like you're supporting that person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not, it's uncomfortable, and I can see why. Congratulations, happy that you can wear your Raiders hat.
Yeah. So that was only the second most monumental thing that happened in the NFL this week. Well, I guess Sunday. Does Sunday technically count as this week? I'm obviously referring to that insane Jets-Giants game. That insane Jets-Giants game. Speaking of which, was very, very, very significant in the points race, the picks points race, as it currently stands. Pardon?
For the bottom of the league.
So, as it currently stands after last week, Flex has completed the first ever 7-point week. Congratulations.
Wow.
Great job by Flex. The first ever to nail all three picks, the 1, the 2, and the 3-point pick, in addition to the plus 200 1-point touchdown prop bet with Cortland Sutton. When Jerry Jeudy caught that first one, I thought there's no way Russell Wilson's throwing 2 touchdowns this game, so you are fucked. But
yeah, I thought the same.
Wow. Amazing.
I thought the is because because I didn't see the first touchdown, and because that might have been while the overtime was still going. Then I saw the touchdown. I didn't check who it was because I was still in comatose. Then I saw that Javonte. Did Javonte Williams get a touchdown? I'm pretty sure he did.
I'm not sure.
And then I was like, "Fuck! There's no way they're scoring more than fucking 14 points." And
Sure enough.
Old Russ. It's funny because I can't even make the joke and say that he played well because he didn't. I can't even make the joke and I wanted to make the joke and say like he turned back the clock to vintage. He was terrible. He was terrible. He wasn't any good. The Chiefs were just worse. But
he moves so slow now, man.
Yeah. The week before I was gonna pick either Romeo Dobbs or Reed, right? For my
your boy Reed.
Pick. And then in one play they both fucking touched the ball in the end zone. I was like, yo, fuck, man. I didn't pick and I forgot who I picked, but I didn't end up picking neither of them too. This is the week before.
And your boy Rashid Rice too.
Your boy Braxton Berrios, I think, is who you picked that week.
Oh my god, yeah, that's right. That's exactly who I picked.
Yeah, you're really going off the board with the touchdown.
Yeah, it's 200. You're doing 700,
I know 800. It sounds better.
And he got gassed off that use check pick. That's what happened. He made that use check pick and it hit, and now he's like, I'm digging into the bottom of the box. The backup receiver, special teamsers.
I'm thinking.
But see, you were onto something. Like in that one specifically, because if you extrapolate it, right, if you're gonna take a long shot, just take somebody who's white and the coach is under the Shanahan tree. Because if you see last week as well, Ben Skoranek scored a touchdown for the Rams.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you see with the Rams, you see the Rams receiving core.
Yeah.
What's going on there?
Corpse.
Yeah, I mean, you got obviously Cooper Kupp. You got Skoranek. Van Jefferson is no longer. And Tutu Atwell has become he's become the odd man now that they have
because he needs to change. He needs to change his name, man. That Tutu, that shit sounds too African for Shanahan tree.
Yeah. So 7-point week. 7-point week was big because it brought you from 21 overall points to 28.
Would you look at that?
Just like that. I had a
4-point week. Unfortunately, my streak of nailing the 3-pointers came to an end because I took my last Hail Mary shot at Jordan Love, and the Jordan Love thing is not a thing. So
I try.
That didn't work out. Listen, you don't have one good week and try to tell me I tried to tell you.
No.
Calm down.
No. What I'm saying is I tried to tell you guys about Jordan Love. I'm not saying anything about the pick. The pick, the pick was
Flex
the pick.
Never misses up an opportunity to take a victory lap. I had 4 points. I missed the 3-point, but I nailed everything else, including speaking of people you told us about, including my touchdown pick with George Pickens, your boy. And Word Life. Word Life had a rough week. You did get 2 points from your boy, Joe Burrow. He came through for you for your 2-point pick with the Bengals over the 49ers. But unfortunately, the Steelers did not get it done against Jacksonville. And obviously, I mean, so let's talk about this Giants-Jets game.
Debacle.
I mean, I'll let you guys start it off because I'm sure that you guys were definitely more emotionally invested in the game than I was. What are the takeaways? To the victor goes the spoils. So Flex, why don't you start with from the winner's circle, from the winner's perspective? What are your takeaways from the humongous humongous Jets victory against the Giants on Sunday in Jet Life Stadium?
Wait, we won?
Hard to believe, but yes.
I could have swore we lost because, as terrible as the game won, it's like we have to, there's like a campaign to give the win back for some reason. I don't understand. But no, it was really. I mean,
a win is a win. A win is a win.
A win is a win at the end of the day. I'll tell you, like I turned to my son at that end of the game. We were pissed off. Like he's getting into the games like me, thankfully. You know what I'm saying? Like he's getting that. And at one point thankfully, like to have that sort of emotion tied into like your teams because
it's a nice bonding experience, I would imagine.
Oh yeah, it's mad.
Yeah. Nah, but he turned like he got up when they were able to spike that ball and the second was still on the clock, and I was like, this team is going to kill me. I told him that the team is going to kill me, and he just looked at me and he just shook his head, and understood why it is that I said that this team is going to kill me, because it is eventually. Because, they had no business losing that game, but they had no business winning the game either.
Speaking of going to kill you, I saw that you, I think, are going to kill Boomer Esiason. Speaking of the 1-second spike, I saw that you attacked Boomer Esiason on social media. Are you going to kill him?
It's just like it's just embarrassing. Like there's plenty of games that we've lost. We haven't gotten the benefit of the doubt in so many games, and it's like yo, that's how it is. Like, what are you gonna you're gonna go up to the offices and demand that the win gets stripped? Like, get out of here. Like we never fall on the right side. We never fall on the right side of calls. It just so happens that we did this week. Like,
but is
whatever,
Boomer not
man.
generally a Jet supporter? Is he not?
No, there must be something, because I think with all these old players, like if like they're not really like a part of the team, because he's a former Jet, but you don't really.
So you're going after him the way that Rivas went after your boy Klecko. That's what's going on here.
Well, not.
The
I'm
old
going
guard versus
more,
the new guard.
no, because it's more. I think it's more of like. Like he's not around the team, so like I feel like some of these players feel slighted, like if they're not part of like especially because he's still in New York and still in the media, and like he's not really part of the Jets. Like I feel like he just feels slighted. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It doesn't matter to me. Like I don't listen to Boomer. I just see when stupidity happens, and I see that type of stuff. It's like, you know what? It's like, you've been part of enough games to know like shit like that happens. And plus, you didn't know the rule to begin with because it was perfectly legal at the end of the day. It's like, so it's like you almost look like a clown, like you're just crying about stuff. And like I said, it was a terrible game, awful to watch, gut-wrenching. The Jets should have never game should not have been close. Like even the touchdown that they scored was because being stupid, because they took the game to heart. Like they wanted to beat the Giants. They took it over the top. Like Jermaine Johnson, like hitting a quarterback that stood up after the whistle blew might be one of the dumbest penalties I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and then three plays later, he runs it in for a touchdown because they were overplaying. So, whatever. It's fine. Take the win and get the hell out. Don't brag about it. But you could still laugh at everybody who's crying about it. You got Kayvon Thibodeau uploading fucking slow motion videos on Instagram and Twitter. You got the of him, like, because you know how like on that play when he jumped off sides on the second to last play of the game.
Yeah.
He like uploaded a slow-mo video showing that he was supposedly not offsides, which he still looked like he was offsides. Like, and if you watch the play, it looks like he was offsides.
Yeah.
And then you got today, they also had the special teams coach saying how Will McDonald jumping over the line, he was lined up over the center's left shoulder, so it was illegal. It's like, yo, come on, man, what are you doing? Like, it's like Saleh when the shit happened with Sauce Gardner, he's like, I've got some thoughts on the play, but I think I'm in enough trouble already. Like, shut up. You know what is it? Because that does nothing. You just look like a crybaby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, shut up, keep it moving. We eked it out. Luckily, we eked it out, and that's just the end of it. Like, they're not going back and changing any results. So stop making excuses. But it was disgusting. It was a disgusting game. Shout out to Saquon, though.
Why?
Because his dad is a Jets fan. That's why. Go ahead.
No.
Your interpretation of the game.
Yo, come on, man. You got to give it up to Saquon against that defense.
He's the man.
He's the man.
Yeah.
And also, I did have one. There's also one Dable thing that I really liked. And then when I was like, yo,
that you
I like that. Like, it was, it was a very subtle
There was
thing.
nothing Dable that I liked.
No. Listen to me. It's very good. There was a play where when you saw the play when Zach Wilson tried to do the spin move on the sideline, and Bobby Okereke stood him up and walked him back.
Mm-hmm.
He started walking him back. Like, he took him a couple steps and was like kind of talking shit. And in the background, you see Dable. He goes, "Hey, Bobby." Like, yo, relax. And I was like, when I saw that, I was like, yo, I felt like it was like me talking to my sons.
Parent,
yeah. It was, like, I know we've been hard here, like on Dable, but that was like a little thing that was like, you know what, Bobby, I don't have like, you don't have to say anything, but you know what I'm saying.
It's funny that you say that because I didn't catch that, but what affords Bobby Okereke that kind of interaction, but you have what's going on with him barking on
you're
other people way over the top on the side. Like what?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, he didn't
there?
get the penalty though. Like, so it didn't really end up, like if he got the penalty, maybe it would have been a little bit different.
No. I don't know, man.
Take it away.
Yeah, I'm sick, man. I mean, it was a defensive game as we expected. But what really killed me at the end of the day was Gano, you know what I mean? Which right now is Graham Cago. I call him Cago, you know what I'm saying? And Dable, man, what's up with Dable? I think he's shitting himself, man. I think he's panic mode. He's not clear. Why the am I? And that the Gano, and what really hurt me too was why the fuck did you accept? Why did you receive the ball in OT? Like that shit right there. As it happened, I'm like, wow. I'm like scratching my head, like, oh, are they gonna let DeVito loose? Is he planning something that he's gonna let him throw the ball? And sure enough, he did let him throw the ball. Fucking 3 plays, or 2 the same play behind his line of scrimmage. I don't know, man. I think Dable's cracking under pressure. I think the pressure's getting to him. You know, they do say New York is different, and it's seeming like that, man. Because that was embarrassing, bro. How you gonna receive the ball and then and then not do? You know what I'm saying? And then have nothing for it. Nothing for it. Everybody there speaks football, bro. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in that team, in that sideline speaks football. You telling me you can't sit there and fucking draw up 3 or 2 plays to get downfield with DeVito? I don't know, man. I find that shit hard to believe, man. I figured you could sit there and just tell the team to do something, just draw something up. And if not, then don't accept the ball and kick off in OT. You know what I'm saying? But whatever, man. You got to give it up to the Jets. Also, Wink going to prevent. I don't know, man. There's a lot to pick and choose from. There's a lot to pick and choose from. But whatever, man. The Jets are fighting for something. We're not fighting for shit. So at the end of the day, I mean, whatever. The Jets won. They deserve to win. They're in the hunt for something. We're dead in the water. So I'd rather have the Jets.
Well, I don't know if we deserve to win, but
would not deserve. Well, we so in that notion, then we don't deserve to win either. We don't deserve to win again for the rest of the season after what the fuck we did the first.
Yeah, I just think I don't get. You know what I'm saying? They did a really sneaky thing in like on the radio this week because it was all about like Zach Wilson and it was all about the Jets. And it was like almost like a diversion tactic. Like I didn't hear anybody criticizing besides that play because they didn't criticize. They did criticize a little bit that play where choosing to receive as opposed to kicking off. That was
terrible.
Yeah, but
that was fucking stupid.
Like even with the kicking the field goal, they didn't really hammer it like because it was the right call. It was the right call to kick the field goal, but it was almost like he did a lot of stupid things in that play, like in that game, where it was almost like, we're not gonna criticize Dable. We're just gonna criticize the Jets, even though they won. You know what I'm saying? Like because, like
well, I will say this, and I'm just a second, real quick, because that was a big part. I did hear a lot of, oh, he should have gone for it. I don't agree with that, bro.
No.
Yeah,
no, that's a stupid criticism.
I agree with the fucking kick, the field goal. It's Gano. He has a reputation of being a fucking good kicker. You know what I'm saying? He missed earlier, but you know what I'm saying.
You don't. But also, if you miss one, you don't think he's going to miss 2.
That's my point right there. Exactly. You definitely don't expect a veteran like him to miss that second one in that moment. So I don't know, man. But yeah, continue. My fault.
No, but it just like I said, it just seemed like that was kind of like the play to like
divert.
You know, it's almost like he's skating. He's skating. Like Dable is kind of skating on this thing. It's like he doesn't get any criticism for attempting a pass. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like,
bro, I text my I don't know. I text my man Creep and I text my brother. I said, bro, Dable and Kafka just did a Joe Judge for 2 quarters.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, because even if it's like, for example, like the emergency quarterback was Saquon Barkley, right?
Mm-hmm. So and don't go to Wildcat at all after he went. But
even,
what the fuck was that?
So,
I was yelling that. I was there. Where's the Wildcat at? Go ahead though.
But even so, like, why not? If you know that you have the whole defense biting down on the run, why not do one of those like plays when they flip it to Saquon, he's going in one direction, then like or like you toss it to the Daniel Bellinger who's stuck at the line, he breaks out, maybe he's on the other side. Even to DeVito. If DeVito can't throw, maybe he can catch. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's my point. That's literally my point when I said everyone speaks football. When I coach football, I had 3 fucking kids that understood football. With those 3 kids, I can literally just see what the defense was doing. And by the 4th quarter, I could have those 3 fucking guys and say, hey, listen, you're going to do this, and that. And everyone else didn't understand football. So everyone else just looked pretty.
Do this, yeah.
And that's it. But the 3 kids that understood football, I was able to do shit. You telling me you have a whole team of fucking people that speak football and you can't draw one fucking play, you're gonna fucking ruin my night. It's my night off. I don't want to get too deep into it, but come on, bro. That shit bothers me. My nigga. Because you gotta be kidding me. You did a Joe Judge for 2 quarters, bro. And bro, people need to be talking about that shit a little more. And I understand the whole Jet shit. Oh, everybody wants to. I understand what you're saying, and I understand, and there is some concern there because the Giants suck, and the Jets, barely got out of there, whatever. But it's a tough team. It's a tough game. It's a team rivalry. It was raining out there. So, how much can you really take away from the Jets offense? You know what I'm saying?
No, and I mean the weather played into exactly how how the Giants wanted to play defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they had attacked the defense, the defensive line ate. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dexter Lawrence had 14 or 15 pressures. That shit is crazy.
Nah,
like, even if it's against because obviously their 2 centers got hurt in that game. But like, it's still ridiculous, yo. Like I think I heard a video, but I think it was Dexter Lawrence. He was saying, like, he said something like Newman. He said like Newman's in or some shit, like it's time to eat or like. Yeah, it was like the
he was
mic'd up.
He was getting in there before the injury. Well, he was the cause of the injuries, I believe.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's like Bart Scott said he was like, it seemed like I thought he was on the Jets. the amount of time that he was on the back, like he was already in the backfield.
He was eating.
Yeah,
but Giants season over, man. And it sucks because we're gonna end up winning of about 4. I told my man Kui, I said we're gonna end up winning about 4 or 5 games.
Nah, with that defense, you're gonna win a couple more.
He's like,
games,
no
man.
way.
You're gonna win 5. You're gonna win at least 5.
I don't even want to at this point.
Yeah, but you know how that is.
Yeah, we'll see.
When they never win when you want them to,
and they never lose when you want them.
Exactly.
Well, anyway. I can hear the frustration and I understand, but I have to say, now you know why when you're fucking celebrating these disgusting, ugly, gross, conservative-ass game plans, and I'm telling you, fuck that, now you know why. When you're rooting for the team, and when I'm rooting for my team, it's my fucking bank account team. That's the number 1 team I'm rooting for. And these fucking conservative-ass game plans that they can't put points and we're going to run it into the line and 3 yards and a fucking cloud of dust. That shit's not so cute when you're losing at home in those types of fucking games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, if you had the under, though, it was great.
I mean,
Yeah.
I love a good under, but I love a good under of a game I don't want to watch. I knew I was gonna have to watch this game, and
I mean, we got. I mean, also like people don't want to mention that. Like part of the reason why he couldn't, like DeVito, they couldn't throw the ball is because of the shitty weather. You know what I'm saying? Like it's overlooked. Like
okay,
the
but
shitty,
you don't
this
make an
is
attempt,
football.
bro.
Come on.
You don't
Yes,
make
I
an
know,
attempt
but
at all. You
I
make one
understand.
attempt. Like that.
I understand, but the shitty weather plus Sauce Gardner,
There's
DJ Reed.
No.
Nah, there's nothing, bro. That's what I'm saying, though.
I understand.
I'm not
if you
even
want
gonna
to
get
tell
back
me
into
that the
it.
guy
I'm not gonna
came
do it.
in and threw 4 Nathan Peterman style picks, or if he came in and was throwing the ball and the wind is taking it all over, or if it's slipping out of his hand and getting picked off, or slipping out of his hand and going out of bounds, then maybe I'll be with you on that. The Giants didn't even try to win that game.
No, I know.
This is and let me say this.
Point.
Let me say this though.
Honestly, I'm not. This game was lost before the kickoff, because I'm sorry, I don't want to hear shit about Tommy DeVito's whatever he's not capable of, because at the end of the day, like, yeah, you don't plan to have your third string quarterback in, but this was not Tyrod Taylor's first start. You had 3 weeks. This is third start. You had 3 weeks to come up to either get a capable backup or to install some type of offensive game plan with Tommy DeVito that you can compete.
No, but he didn't even get a snap in practice. He was taking scout team snaps because it was beyond the realm of possibility that Tyrod Taylor could get hurt.
That falls on coaching.
And DeVito would go.
That falls on preparing and coaching.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what.
Yeah, I know. That's
what
I'm saying
too. I don't want
to
to hear about the weather, and I don't want to hear about the opponent. They were completely unprepared, regardless if it was played in the dome against high schoolers.
This could have easily been the third game of Tommy DeVito.
Yeah, and I will say this. Okay, so the only logical thinking, right, about Danny, the whole Danny thing is, okay, we had the lead and we didn't want to give it up, and we didn't want to throw that pick and all this bullshit. And it was raining, and that's good. Whatever. We don't want to throw that pick. We don't want to give up a touchdown, a defensive touchdown. Okay, so with all that, let's just play devil's advocate. With that logic, why the fuck did you accept the fucking ball then?
Yes, exactly.
Wow, yeah.
It doesn't make any sense, bro. Something happened. Niggas shitted themselves, bro.
That's my point.
Yeah.
He skated on the week because you didn't really hear anything.
I heard
a lot
of Dave.
But it was I
know you need to make sure that you're making this a Jets thing, but
that nigga is crazy. I love you.
Hear things from a colored ear. Like, that's just how it is.
I heard more from Cheeks than I did the whole week in regards to that. That's my point. I'm not saying, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they had to bring the hammer down or some shit like that. But it's like, there was barely any criticism.
Flex, with as much sports media as you consume, when are you going to understand how this business works?
Yeah, but they love to rip. They love to rip coaches. They love to fire coaches.
Okay, but once that game was over, that's it. Like, Cheeks is very passionate because he's a Giants fan. The broadcasters are not supposed to come from the perspective of a Giants fan. And once that game was over, you assess the decisions that were made by the Giants. But the Giants were never supposed to win that game anyway. There was a lot of fantasy from Giants fans that we're going to win, we got this, and all this bullshit. But the fact of the matter is that the Jets are a team. The Jets are the better team. They're competing for a playoff spot. And the Giants, their whole playoff prospects were completely fantasy and unrealistic going into the game. And coming out of the game, they're over. There's no conversation to have about the only conversation to have about the Giants now is about that game, and then that's it. Once you finish talking about that game, the whole conversation now is about the Jets. What does that game mean for them moving forward? There's much more to analyze about the prospects of what it means for the Jets, whether good or bad, coming out of that game, than it does for the Giants. There's really not a ton of point in dissecting. When you have two New York teams, there's no point in dissect. Like, yeah, Dable gets criticism, but there's not a ton of conversation to be had. Like, coming out of that game, the New York and general national sports media consumer has no interest in the Giants analysis after that game.
Well, my overall point is I'm just going by the biases and the differences of like how Salah would have been crushed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but Salah would have been crushed because he has the better team and the playoff team.
Okay, but see,
if this was 2 years ago and the Jets were, in the Trevor Lawrence sweepstakes and the Giants were somehow a good team fighting for a playoff spot, after it's over, Salah would have been criticized, and then they would have been talking about the Giants.
It's a fair point. I'm just saying, like, it's the way that they skew the coverage. Like, if it was Salah, like, it's okay to pile on him. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like certain people get the benefit of the doubt or get to skate on certain issues. And you know how I feel about it.
I understand what you're saying, but to be fair, as much as I'm not fucking with Brian Dable right now, the guy was the coach of the year last year. You want them to bury him as if he's never done anything the way that, like, listen, yeah, Salah would have got crushed. Salah hasn't won shit. Like, let's keep it real. I'm a Salah guy. I like Salah. I think he's a good coach, and I want to see him do well. But if we're comparing the two head coaches head-to-head straight up, Brian Dable has a much more robust resume than Salah. So if he fucks up, he's going to be much more open to criticism because Salah hasn't won shit. He hasn't even made the playoffs.
Yeah, but also
his team fucking completely fell apart last year.
But also, like, the way that if Danny Dimes would have been in these they would have won. They would have been on a 3-game winning streak. Like, yo,
who said that? Who the fuck would say that?
Robert, will you at least give me the courtesy of saying that you have heard that?
Will I give you the courtesy of saying that I heard what? That the people are saying that if Daniel Jones, that the Giants would be undefeated?
Yeah, no, that they would have won the last 3 games.
I don't know that I've heard that. No, who said that?
I've heard.
I don't know that that's who were their last 3 opponents? The Jets. Before that, it was what, the Bills?
It was Well, they won the Washington game.
I don't disagree with that. I don't think that's crazy at all.
Why is that not crazy?
Daniel Jones, would they have won the Jets game? 100%. With Daniel Jones, would they have won the Bills game?
Did they win all those other games? Did they not win one game when Daniel Jones was starting? Everything completely changes. That's like me saying, "Oh yeah."
The Daniel Jones game against the Cowboys to the Daniel Jones game against the Jets?
No, but.
I mean, no.
Because you're just adding up points and what you think is going to happen. But there's plenty of times where teams play.
Who's just adding up points? I'm not adding up points. What do you mean?
No, but the way that defenses play certain. Like, when there's plenty of times where teams go into a game and they expect it to be easy because the backup quarterback is in or because this guy is out, and they end up losing because the team rallies around the other guy.
But you do it too. That's fine. You can say that now on the other side. But that's like me saying you've never retroactively looked at a result.
So we'd be 6-1. So we'd be 6-1.
Playing that they would have won the game.
We'd be at least 6-1 with Aaron Rodgers then.
Okay, is that not? Is that a crazy?
Fine.
Is that a crazy thing to say? Is that?
I was just saying that.
People say that all the time.
Well, because it's not the same game plan wise.
Oh my God.
Look. I'm gonna say this though.
Just dripping all over you.
But I just said it's like saying that the Jets would be 6-1.
Okay.
It wouldn't be that.
The Jets would be 6-1. Word life. Would you be on here furious railing about it? How outrageous it is that someone would say that?
Nah. But I do find
Flex, that's what you're doing.
No, but what I'm saying is because that's part of why they're letting Dable skate. That's my main point. I'm just going back to that. I'm not saying it off like
I
just
think
on its own.
I think Dable has earned because of last year has earned enough to rope right now
No,
that
Flex needs
Giant
Dable
fans
to be
don't
criticized more.
Giants
That's all
Giant
it comes
fans
down
don't
to.
Giant fans don't necessarily are in terms with throwing him in the hot seat yet right now because of last year.
No,
And
I agree. I think Dable has been criticized, but I think that
he
what
deserves
he
it.
did last year in terms of winning Coach of the Year and taking that team that everybody had no expectations for to the playoffs, and people largely attribute that to his coaching performance last year. I think that earned him a certain amount of leash and benefit of the doubt coming into this season. It's only week 9.
Of course.
And like, yeah, I don't think that means that just because last year you won Coach of the Year that you don't get any criticism. But I do also think that it does give you some benefit of the doubt. So I think it's been appropriate. I'm not gonna. I don't see why we have to go crazy because people are like, I killed Dable just last week.
Thanks.
I'm just going by
and I will. I will say
no, because we had a general manager in 2015 who won NFL Executive of the Year. He may have been the worst general manager to ever generally manage an NFL team ever. So that's what I'm going by. Like that's what I'm going by.
Yeah. Well, usually fans are the ones that lead that firing coach shit. Usually, right? It's usually the fans, and I think fans aren't there yet with Dable, and they probably won't be. And I will say this though, I don't agree one thing y'all said. Y'all said I think you guys said possibly Daniel Jones. I don't think basically what I'm trying to say is Daniel Jones. I don't think wins that Bills game neither. I think Daniel Jones needed. I think Tyrod was in a good place because Tyrod had all he had to do is do exactly what Daniel Jones wasn't doing. That's all he had to do. He's a veteran. He's sitting there watching Daniel Jones, afraid to throw down the field, afraid to throw the 50-50 ball. And Tyrod's like, oh, that's the benefit, right? The guy goes down and now you're in. There's no film on you. And it's like, okay, do everything this kid was afraid to do, right? And that's what Tyrod did. I think if Daniel Jones is still has any capabilities or any remnants of last year, it hit him already. He was like, okay, this is what I have to do. Now he is a little beat up or whatever, so he's probably gonna stay in the pocket, probably not gonna run, which is what Tyrod did, right? He all his movement was to get buy some time. I think Daniel Jones, if he's like I said, if he's smart enough, he already figured it out, and he's gonna start doing a little more of that throwing downfield 50-50 ball, and you should see a better version of Jones. But I don't think that I don't want that to be the reason why Giant fans go back to, oh, he's the guy. Yeah, it's even if he does win 4 more games, we still need a QB change, bro. I'm more on that train now than I ever was. I think Daniel Jones' ceiling is not much better than what he's doing right now.
That's fair. That's fair, especially with the Bills game, because for me, as you know, I came away from that Bills game in no way. My biggest frustration with Tyrod Taylor coming out of the Bills game was that he didn't have a sense of urgency in the 2-minute drill. And I thought he just wasted a ton of time, and they had way more opportunity. They could have taken more shots at the end zone. They could have taken more shots at scoring. And I felt like he just was operating in a way that just didn't seem to have a sense of the moment. I think that game was on the coaching, and I made that very clear. I've said that. So I don't disagree that it's a fair thing to say that they might not have won that they might not have won that Bills game either if Jones was there. But similarly to how I was looking at the Jets last year, and there were so many Jets L's towards the end of the season down the stretch, that I was saying for the last 7 weeks of the Jets season, just a moderately better quarterback, they would have won this game. Just a slightly better, with Mike White healthy, they would have won that game. This is what I've been saying since last year, and I don't think that was crazy either. This is what we do. Like, yeah, okay, if it would have been a different quarterback, different game plan, the ball goes a different way, like, yeah, sure, we can go into that whole thing. But somehow, when I'm saying it that the Jets would have won with a better quarterback, that's okay. But saying that the Giants would have won with a better quarterback is just, it's illegal and outrageous and disgusting and immoral. But anyhow, huh?
You're right.
You're right.
Anyhow, speaking of immoral, let's take a break. And we will come back with a very consequential Week 9 set of picks. Because
this is a difficult week.
It's only a handful of points separating the four of us, including the box at this point. I am still the leader with 32 points, holding on to the lead for dear life. The box is at 29 points with an incredible against the spread record of 16-8.
Nice.
Flex has jumped over Word Life with 28 points, and Word Life 24 points, so still in striking distance.
Yeah, we're still in the 20s.
But let's take a break, and we'll come back with picks.
Yes, sir.
Hey, yo, I made this.
Fresh champion, they trying to feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying, no waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave.
Hey, yo, Element, what's good, God? Fucking man, these fucking streets got a nigga going crazy, huh? It's like a house of screams, done. Yeah. Hey, yo, I'm way much chiller than most. I ain't frontin' at all. I'm flirting with maintaining and broke. But who you know that's iller with words? Yeah, clearly disturbed. That really actually dealt with some coke. Elmhurst where they murdering folk. 15 years later and I'm still here serving you dope. Only now it's informers of mean bars. It's cream, but some are more chasing that green card. It's Queen's Guard. Better learn how to think fast. These bitch ass niggas that's off to some bitch ass. Assault them, throw salt in their wounds. It's deeper than watching loved ones cook boy in the spoon. This for young boys locked in a room. Group homes, no visits, turn vicious, feel alive in the tomb. Young guys watch most of them coons. Yeah, they lying, they zoom. The loot of life they ain't never consumed. For my niggas gonna light it up. I provide a feeling one can only get while being cuffed on the Rikers bus. Whole killers say they side with us. We keep a bag of iron sticks like we play for the Riders Cup. Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Huh? Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Huh? I'm trying to tell them, done. I hear them screams, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of that one, son. You gotta find your own way, done. Yeah? Queen, Philly.
Fresh champion, they trying to feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying, no waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave. Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying, no waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave.
Hey, yo, Element, what's good, God?
Fucking maze out here.
These fucking streets got a nigga going crazy, huh? It's like a house of screams, done. Yeah. Hey, yo, I'm way much chiller than most. I ain't frontin' at all. I'm flirting with maintaining and broke. But who you know that's iller with words? Yeah, clearly disturbed. That really actually dealt with some coke. Elmhurst where they murdering folk. 15 years later and I'm still here serving you dope. Only now it's informers of mean bars is cream, but some are more chasing that green card is Queen's Guard. Better learn how to think fast. These bitch ass niggas that's off to some bitch ass. Assault them, throw salt in their wounds. That's deeper than watching loved ones cook boy in the spoon. This for young boys locked in a room. Group homes, no visits, turn vicious, feel alive in the tomb. Young guys watch most of them coons. Yeah, they lying, they zoom. The loot of life they ain't never consumed. For my niggas gonna light it up. I provide a feeling one can only get while being cuffed on the Rikers bus. Whole killers say they side with us. We keep a bag of iron sticks like we play for the Riders Cup. Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Huh? Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Huh? I'm trying to tell them, done. I hear them screams, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of that one, son. You gotta find your own way, done. Yeah? Queen, Philly.
Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying, no waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave. Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying. No waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave.
Hey, yo, Element, what's good, God?
Fucking maze out here.
These fucking streets got a nigga going crazy, It's like a house of screams, done. Yeah. Hey, yo, I'm way much chiller than most. I ain't frontin' at all. I'm flirting with maintaining and broke. But who you know that's iller with words? Yeah, clearly disturbed. That really actually dealt with some coke. Elmhurst where they murdering folk. 15 years later and I'm still here serving you dope. Only now it's informants of mean bars. It's cream, but some are more chasing that green card. It's Queen's Guard. Better learn how to think fast. These bitch ass niggas that's off to some bitch ass. Assault them, throw salt in their wounds. It's deeper than watching loved ones cook boy in the spoon. This for young boys locked in a room. Group homes, no visits, turn vicious, feel alive in the tomb. Young guys watch most of them coons. Yeah, they lying, they zoom. The loot of life they ain't never consumed. For my niggas gonna light it up. I provide a feeling one can only get while being cuffed on the Rikers bus. Whole killers say they side with us. We keep a bag of iron sticks like we play for the Riders Cup. Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? Queens and Philly once again, what can fuck with us? I'm trying to tell them, done. I hear them screams, man. Ain't nobody gonna help you out of that one, son. You gotta find your own way, done. Yeah? Queen, Philly.
Fresh champion, they tryna feel the ambience. Never seen nothing quite like the aliens. I'ma call the alliance, you call the ambulance. Before they even show up, your soul will start vanishing. Lost a lot through gambling with the odds, I'm addicted. You wanna take a look through my eyes, got you twisted. I'm sick and vicious, make a bloody Christmas. I love where I'm from, but I ain't riding through the trenches. A lot of stupid bitches like to make a lot of shit up. I hate to be the one to tell you, gang, you gotta give up. Writing on the wall like I ain't got no home training. Throw my name into your mouth, I'm spraying red, no paying. No waiting for my mans to show up, cause I'ma handle mine. Shit about to blow any second, like I stand on mine. Spin your body round 100 times before I let you breathe. Lock the door, shut the lights, I can't let you leave.
Back. Oh, Rod Marinelli. Wow, I forgot about him. Rod Marinelli.
Marty Morningwig was the fat guy that I was thinking about.
Marty Morningwig. What a football name.
He had absolutely nothing to do. He had absolutely nothing to do with Matt Stafford because he was only there from 2001 to 2002.
He was just wearing his wig in the morning. That's why. All right. So, here we go once again. Picking 3 games, best bets for week 9. 1 1-point pick, 1 2-point pick, 1 3-point pick, and leading the way after last week's immaculate first ever 7-point performance will be Mr. Flexcellent, who has completely taken a hold of the competition.
Brr.
Flex, what do you have? What 3 picks do you have for us this week?
Alrighty. So, normally I have my Vegas Ain't Slick pick with my 1-point pick, but it's a little. I find it a little difficult this week. I think the The spreads are kind of straightforward. But I think that my 1 point pick is actually going to go. It might be buying into like Stafford not being there, but my 1 point pick is going to be the LA Rams, getting 3.5 for the purpose of this pick show. You guys know that I'm not a fan of Jordan Love. He looks lost out there. The Rams are still a decent defense. I know they look terrible. They missed a lot of tackles last week against the Dallas Cowboys. Kind of got embarrassed, even though the Rams made a valiant effort towards the second half. I don't know how much of that was kind of Dallas taking their foot off the gas, but the Packers aren't good. So I think the Rams will still be able to figure it out. At least keep it close. Keep it close. I think three. It probably ends up at a 3-point game, and since I'm getting the hook on this one, I'm gonna go with the Rams as my 1 point pick.
Nice.
For my 2 point pick, I tried to shy away from giving this many points, but I think I'm gonna have to go with the New Orleans Saints. I don't like the Saints either. I don't think Derek Carr has looked very good. He's weird to me, man, because he doesn't look very good when you're watching him play. But sometimes you turn out the channel on and he's got, and the Saints have 30 points, the Saints have 28 points, 34 points. Like, they get there somehow. So, they have a good defense. And I don't know exactly who's starting for the Bears at this point. If it's Bagent,
man, he's starting.
Yeah, well, I mean, Bagent hasn't seen. I don't think he's seen a defense like this yet. I mean, the Chargers defense isn't very good, and they kind of like made him look like the undrafted free agent that he is. I still kind of like him though. I still kind of like Bagent. Yeah. I like them, like even during the combine, because his crazy dad was talking him up, and there was something about him. He's a little nuts, but he's got that irrational confidence that comes from his pops. So I like the cut of his jib, but I just don't think that like that works when you're going against Cam Jordan and Marcus May and Marcus Lattimore, to say. So I know it's a big number, 8.5, but I don't see how they keep it close. It's an away game too, so I'd be more hesitant to pick the Derek Carr if he was outdoors, but since he's at home, New Orleans, give me the 8.5, or give the 8.5. I'll take that as my 2-point pick. For my 3-point pick.
Wow,
As much confidence as I have in my Jets to win this week.
Wow.
Especially getting that 3.5. I kind of like the Giants getting 1.5 this week.
Nice.
By the way, where's my thank you for bullying you into taking the Jets and getting the 3 points?
Well, I would have gotten them all anyway.
Some flowers for that.
Because the pick that I knocked out was my Jaguars versus
There's
Steelers.
no way it would have felt nearly as good as that fucking final felt, knowing that you had gotten a full 6-point swing on that. There's no way that would have felt as good.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead.
But you know what I'm saying? But still, nonetheless.
No, you're hot. You're on a hot streak.
I like the Giants here. I don't want to overplay. I was hesitant to overplay kind of like this, the Antonio Pierce and getting rid of Josh McDaniels as much of a bozo that I think he is. I don't think Antonio Pierce is going to make that much of a difference. They're starting Aiden McConnell. That defense, I gotta imagine that they're still going to be pissed off, and all like everybody on the defense is going to be balling
Wait, hold
out.
on. What did you call him? Aiden what?
O'Connell,
Which one are you going with? Because I don't know which it is.
Aiden O'Connell.
It's O'Connell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did I say Mick Connell the first time?
No, I honestly didn't know which you said. And maybe you might have said McConnell, or I might have thought I heard you say McConnell, but I didn't know. I always forget I want to call him O'Donnell, and I know that's not it. So that's why I was like,
okay.
What'd you say?
No, because also there's McDaniels. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
McDaniels, there's O'Connell, there's O'Donnell,
Too many-
there's McDonald, there's too much of these niggas.
Nah. But I don't know. I just that offer and I don't know, man. Devontae Adams isn't going to be any happier with Aiden O throwing him the ball. If he's able to throw the ball, because given how that pass rush is doing, Kayvon is stepping it up. Dexter Lawrence he's balling out. The linebackers, McFadden, I like too. Deonte Banks, I like what he's doing. He was talking a lot of shit that he probably shouldn't have talked last week, but I do like how he balls out, and I like the confidence. And obviously, Danny Dimes is cleared to come back. It just seems I'm hesitant, like I said, because the unknown of the coaching change, and I don't know how happy they're gonna be that McDaniel is gone. But give me the New York Giants 3-point pick. Getting 1.5.
I like it.
Wow. Well,
Also, the Jets are still winning this week, by the way.
nah, we don't want to hear about your non-pick picks anymore. You're not gonna take them, and I'm not gonna take it. But
Yeah, know when to hold them, know when to fold them.
Now I got to tell you, I'm very tempted to go against that Giants pick and take the Raiders and take Antonio Pierce. It's just it's reminiscent of when I rolled the dice and I went with Saturday on a Sunday. That I think that was the win last year that made me feel the most good. But I can't do it. I can't do it. It's not enough. I would have liked. I was hoping, because I've been monitoring this line, and I was hoping that maybe it would get to maybe 2.5 or 3. At 1.5, it's not enough for me to. It's not enough for me to take Aiden McDonald O'Connell and Antonio Pierce making his first. You
don't want to Antonio roll the McDice?
No, but it's funny that you say that, because I saw a video earlier today of him at practice playing Easy-E. So
did he have the gun in his sweatpants, trying to take it away?
He had
from,
the gun pointed at the team, and they were all like this, hands. I was like, what kind of drill is this that they're doing?
A different kind of drill.
No, but that actually made me want to take them, but I'm not going to take them. But who I am going to take, my 1-point pick, I don't...
It's rough, man. This week is rough.
This is an ugly week. It's a tough week.
There's good games, but in terms of gambling wise.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many that I was flirting with. I thought about taking Mahomes. I don't love betting on the international games, but I do love Mahomes giving less than a touchdown. That's almost like an automatic for me. But I'm gonna take the Buccaneers.
Ooh.
With 1 point, I'm gonna take the Buccaneers.
I like that.
I don't even like it, and it's my pick, and I don't like it.
Yeah, I know, but that was one of the ones I was considering.
I mean, I don't like the pick because I do like C.J. Stroud, but I just feel like he's in the middle of he's hitting his rookie rough patch right now, and I feel
they got more film.
Yeah,
there's more
they got
film
the
on
film
the team
on
on the players.
I'm a little nervous because he has been better at home, and this could be a little bit of a homecoming get right for him after a couple of rough performances, but I feel like it's also kind of needs to be, as crazy as it sounds, the Buccaneers are very much in the thick of winning that division, and I feel like it's very much a game that they need to win. They've had they've had enough time and tape to prepare for Stroud, and I still feel like, as much as I'm not a big Baker guy, I'm not a big Todd Bowles guy, I'm not a big rookie quarterback, rookie head coach guy either. So that's really the main reasoning behind me taking the pick. I feel like the Buccaneers there's still talent on that team. I don't think they're particularly well coached, but I think that they're talented enough that they should be able to, getting 2.5 points at minimum, keep the game close. And even if they lose a game on the road, I'll take them with the points. I think that they very well could win the game, but I think at minimum there's no reason for them to be getting blown out by the rookie coach and the rookie quarterback. So I'll take the Buccaneers for 1 point pick. 2 point picks. My 2 point pick. I don't like giving big numbers, but I'm going to take the Ravens. I don't like giving big numbers, but the last time I gave a big number, particularly on this show, I gave a big number and I faded this team. And why did I fade this team? Because it was a West Coast team playing a 1 o'clock game on the East Coast. And that's my favorite fade spot. I've been pretty high on the Seahawks coming into the season. I think that they have a good young team, and I think it's a team that's just really only they have to be getting better because of the youth that they have on the team, and they just are in a transition. I just think that the Ravens have finally kind of put things together. They're hitting their stride right now. They're at home. I saw a crazy stat. Lamar Jackson against the NFC has some crazy record. I think he's like 14-1 or something like that against the NFC. But I think that you could look at that two ways. You could look at that as like it doesn't mean anything, which oftentimes I look at it like that doesn't really mean much. But I do think that Lamar is a unique enough player that when a defense and a coaching staff has had an opportunity to see him multiple times, as you would if you're an AFC opponent or even in a division opponent, opponent, I feel like
you scheme it out.
Yeah, I feel like you can scheme it out. I feel like the players on the field, people sleep on his athletic ability. As crazy as it sounds to say, you sleep on Lamar Jackson. Like when you've heard players talk about it, when you get on the field with him for the first time and you realize how quick he gets to that corner and how quick he gets upfield.
It's like Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, I just feel like the Seahawks coming out east for a 1 o'clock kick, going up against an out of conference team that is really starting to put it together in all phases. At home, less than a touchdown. I like that spot for Lamar and for the Ravens right now. I mean, I could be wrong, and the Seahawks could keep it close because they've kept it close to pretty much everybody this season. But I think that this is a good spot to fade the Seahawks, and I just feel like the defense is putting it together. They could force Geno into a mistake. Geno has not. This isn't last year, Geno. He's been good enough to win games, but it's not come back, borderline MVP candidate the way he was last year, Renaissance, I'm not writing back Geno. This is not that same Geno from last year.
Nah, Geno's been halfway between last year's Geno and regular Geno this year.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think last year I would have had a little bit more confidence in Geno, but this year he's shown that he's back to kind of making he's still playing well enough, but I think that this is a good spot to grab Lamar, and I'm going to take them. I'm going to give the 6.5, and that's going to be my 2 point pick. And then 3 point pick, I'm going to do what Flex didn't have the guts to do last week or this week, and I'm going to take the Jets. The Jets are winning this game against the Chargers. The Chargers are garbage. The Chargers trash. I like Justin Herbert a lot, but I'm gonna think that the Chargers are some big time team because they beat Bagent, making his first road start in a primetime spot. You're like, yeah, the Chargers look good, but you'd be hard pressed to not look good in that spot. They had to look good in that spot, but I don't believe that the Chargers have put it together and that Brandon Staley is gonna save himself and save the team and save his job. No way. The Jets. The beauty of the Jets last week was that I can look at that as this is a bounce back for them. Even though they won the game, they didn't perform. They still, I think that in that locker room, they feel good about coming out with the win. But I feel like they look at themselves like, yo, we need to bounce back. We need to play better. That was not a performance that we are, proud of and are good with. So I think that the Jets are going to come out fired up. It's a conference game against somebody who theoretically going into the season they must have looked at as being someone that they would be competing for a playoff spot. And I think that the Chargers still feel like that. So this is essentially a game between two teams that are competing for one of those final wild card spots in the AFC, and I just think the Jets are a better team. Obviously, everybody knows I don't have any kind of faith in Zach Wilson, but they're getting points at home, and as shitty as Zach Wilson is, he's been able to play well enough for them to keep games close and win games, particularly games at home. And I think that there's no reason they shouldn't win this game. And if they don't win the game, I don't see any chance that they lose by more than 3. The Chargers don't know how to blow anybody out unless you're making your first ever road start. That's the only way they know how to blow somebody out. The Chargers, like my guy Mad Dog Russo said, they find a way to keep both teams in the game. If the Chargers are down 30, they're going to come back and keep it close. If they're up 30, they're going to fuck it up and keep it close. That's just how they do it. So with that being said, I'm going to roll with the Jets, and that's going to be my 3-point pick. Take it to the bank, 3.5 points.
From your lips to God's ears, my brother. You need that bounce back week. We can't take you like losing too many 3-point picks. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to root for your 3-point pick.
I put you in a tough spot here, too. That wasn't the intention, but now that you said that. Word life. How are you going to climb back to the top? What 3 picks will we have this week? Are you muted, sir?
Yes, I am. I was talking crazy. All right. Man, I'm like bobbling my picks with, my points, but fuck it. I'm gonna just run with it. My 1-point pick, I'm gonna go with the Kansas City Chiefs against the Dolphins. I know this is overseas, and I get worried about overseas. I feel like overseas and Thursday nights are like the games that like I kind of want to stay away from. Definitely. But I feel like the Jaguars broke that curse, and I'm gonna go with the better quarterback. I'm gonna go with what I believe to be the better team, and that's Kansas City. 2.5. It's 2, but 2.5. Kansas City defense.
Mercedes.
The defense, the Kansas City defense. I know that Miami's high powered and everything, but Kansas City defense still good. So at the end, I just need Pat Mahomes to get in field goal range or score at the end of the game, and I'll take that. So give me Kansas City for my 1-point pick. The only reason that's a 1-point pick is because it is overseas. So my 2-point pick, I'm gonna ride the train, man. I'm gonna ride the Bengal all the way to the promised land. 2 points.
Yeah, I like that pick.
Give me Joe Burrow and the Bengals 2.5 against the struggling Bills who just gave up 30 plus to Matt Jones, struggling Matt Jones. So
the DeMar Hamlin rematch game.
Oh yeah. Oh word. Oh damn. Is that good or bad for me? That might be bad. But anyway, regardless.
Did you see that they have did y'all see the DeMar Hamlin ambulance in Buffalo? Yeah. Yo, that had me crying, man.
The only nigga with a mural that didn't die.
They put his jersey number on the ambulance.
Yikes.
Nah, it wasn't only the jersey number. There was more than that.
It was the number, it was the name. Or are you talking about like the artwork?
Yeah.
No, but I'm just
like the whole back door.
It made me laugh. Like The jersey number is what made me laugh because I had seen somebody, I think it was on Twitter, somebody put like, yo, he's the first person to ever get his number retired on an ambulance. And that made me laugh because I'm like, they really like, instead of putting his jersey number, Ring of Honor, his shit is in the back window of the ambulance. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, shit was kind of crazy.
So you're going against the Bills in the DeMar Hamlin game. What kind of American are you?
I know. What kind of a football fan I am. But Bengals are hot, man. And again, the Bills just gave up 30 plus to an offense that's nowhere near as high powered. So give me the Bengals. And I normally don't, for my 3-point pick, I normally don't do this, but I'm in the rear. I'm in the rear, and pause. And I normally don't go that way because I don't like shit on my dick. You know what I mean? But
as I was just telling Dwight Howard just the other day.
Yo, that you and I bet you like the Dwight Howard line was so fire last week and nobody laughed. Anyway, I'm gonna go with the New York Giants.
Howard slams it down.
I'm gonna go with the New York Giants, man. 1.5.
Oh wow.
To the Raiders. I think Flex said it right. Like I said, I normally would change it up and everything like that, but I'm in dire need of points, and I believe the Giants will win. I think that's the most out of those three, the most logical. I know it doesn't sound right, but the Giants defense is hot. The Raiders are in fucking disarray. So give me the Giants to pull that off in Las Vegas, right? So
in Las Vegas,
Daniel Jones is back, and again,
is he definitely back?
They cleared him. They cleared him. So I'm assuming so, and again, maybe that's exactly what Daniel Jones needed, to sit down and just watch Tyrod do literally just what Daniel Jones wasn't doing. You know what I mean? And I think that's what's going to happen.
Win?
Yeah, win and throw the ball downfield and throw 50-50 balls and when the line breaks, when the penetration gets through, when the offensive line starts leaking, don't just run and get some space and still throw the ball. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's going to happen. So give me the Giants. That's my 3-point pick.
The thing about Daniel Jones, I'll say that he runs different. Like theoretically, Daniel Jones and Tyrod Taylor are similar, right? But their in the pocket movement is very different. Mm-hmm. Like Daniel Jones is almost like Derrick Henry. Like he can, like once he makes his decision to run, he's just running straight.
He runs he runs like an
amazing comparison.
He runs like
you're dead on, but when you hear it, it sounds crazy. But
it does sound crazy,
right?
And
I know exactly what you're talking about, but it just sounds crazy.
I know, yeah, it sounds ridiculous. And then Tyrod Taylor is like, both mobile quarterbacks, but then Tyrod Taylor, he's shifty, like you know what I'm saying.
Quicker.
He's like Saquon Barkley, that type of shiftiness. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like both good running backs, but totally different ways of getting their rushing yards.
Yeah.
And like it depends what type of defense you're facing, and one could get teed up on, and one can run for 100 yards, but both, like, it depends what defense you're facing.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I see that.
And now for the real champ. We have to see what the box has in store. I know we decided we're gonna do the box picks last, but I wish that I knew what the box had in store, just so I could have it influence my picks.
So let's switch it up.
No. This works. I'm just saying, like, the box has been so on. Like right now, if the box picks against me, I'm gonna want to change my pick. Because the box has been on fire.
You've been on fire too, so the box feels the same way.
Nobody has
but something's got to give.
Box. Like nobody is like my against the spread record is nowhere even close to the box. It's crazy. 1-point pick for the box. I believe this team is on a bye this week. The Lions, they're on a bye, right?
Yeah, they're by. Yep.
All right. So, Lions, put
Lions.
aside.
Good buy-ins. Fine.
1 point pick. Chance number 2. Oh boy, you guys are dead.
Oh no. I
Raiders.
That's
I
the
knew-
1 point pick though.
Yeah,
That's the
I knew
1 point
because
pick, yeah.
Okay,
I
so
knew
I feel
because I was
better. I
one.
feel better about it being the 1 point pick.
Yeah, but
as I'm
not a good
as I'm
omen.
picking the Giants, I'm looking at my color scheme. I'm like, damn.
2 point pick for the box. Oh wow.
The Rams. Oh,
Colts.
the Colts.
The Colts.
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
I thought
I had the
about going
Panthers on
against
them.
that pick. I'm glad I
yeah,
didn't.
me too.
Box could be fading. Let's see. 3 point
that's
pick
gonna
for the
be-
box. Oh no.
What?
God damn it, the Chargers.
Nope.
Ah!
Oh,
Fuck.
This is exactly
Head to
what
head
I was
with
worried
H.
about.
head to head with H.
Oh,
no.
now we'll see who's
This is a
who's
a
really the
disaster.
mastermind here, buddy.
This is a
Damn.
disaster.
The box should do it the whole week. Fuck it. From after this week.
Well, the box started off
Well,
because
just so we could bet on it.
it was the box started off like just as a joke during the preseason and it was undefeated.
Shit. I don't like our chances.
Broncos country, let's ride. Aren't they on a
at
bye
that.
too?
I think so. Yeah.
Did you see Ace, did you see that Pablo episode about
About
Russell Wilson?
I did. I watched it after you told me about it.
Yo, that shit. That nigga's a weirdo, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's,
he's a weirdo, but it's just funny how like you would think that some portion of that would be surprising. Like it's crazy to hear, but it makes total
Yes.
sense.
No, you're absolutely right. But just hearing like because I'm saying like when you hear all that stuff about like the Seahawks not messing with him, like Richard Sherman, like Marshawn Lynch, and you hear that and you know that.
Speaking of that,
And
that to me was even crazier.
he's a weirdo. But you needed the steps to get from A to B to exactly like understand it perfectly.
Yeah, you just reminded me. Speaking of Marshawn Lynch, did you hear what he said about Russell Wilson and his Club Shay Shay sit down?
Oh, about the he has like handlers on his own team, basically.
Well, yeah. I listened to most of it. I should think I listened to all of it. And he said a lot of stuff. Like he didn't kill the guy, but Marshawn is mad funny because he has a funny way of saying things without saying it. Like he said, like Shannon asked him, like he's like, did y'all ever chill? Y'all kick it after the games? Marshawn literally didn't say a word, just like gave him a look like,
What the fuck you think, man?
yeah. And then Shannon just started cracking up, and he was like, literally
Does that
didn't even answer the question.
That motherfucker look like a nigga that want to.
I think he might have said something just like that.
Kick it
too,
with
yeah.
Marshawn.
Yeah, and he said something about that. He says something about that. I think he said he called him. It was funny because he was talking about some of the friction that was taking place with that Seahawks team, with like some of the play calling and like the whole kind of the division between kind of the locker room. And he said that there was some game where I think that he had a really good game and Russell was struggling or something like that, and that he wanted to like call him to reassure him or to give him confidence or something like that, to like. Which even the fact that he was saying that he felt like he wanted to call him, I feel like that's mad telling that he identified the fragility of the ego of this dude, and that like he knew that if he had a good game and Russell struggled, that he needed to be able to massage his ego to be able to have success with the team. That to me tells the story in and of itself. But he said that he called him and that I can't remember exactly how the story goes, but somehow that
it wasn't his number or some
yeah,
shit like
yeah,
that.
it wasn't his number, and then that he called him back from a blocked number and wouldn't give him his number, like just mad weird, like bizarre behavior, man. And
Like a scam artist.
yeah, which kind of makes sense. I mean, it just and not to. I feel bad saying you say scam artist. I say it kind of makes sense, but I don't. As strange as it sounds, I don't really mean it in a bad way. I just feel like he's just like none of that surprises me. He's just that type of dude, just a weird kind of like never really give you an authentic version of himself type of dude.
I understand that, like, because obviously, you know, like based on like what your life experience is, like you can develop that, you know what I'm saying? But like that type of like level of skepticism and all that stuff and standoffishness. But when you're talking about like football and you've been on this team, like a football team, and you've been in football culture for that long,
Yeah, it's difficult.
the majority of like football, like the life of football is like being with your boys, being with your teammates, developing that level of trust and that level of like family. Like considering like this, he's been on the team for that. He was on the team for long enough to develop that level of like, you know, that bond.
Yeah.
And just like him, like making it him separating himself from the team while having success, you know what I'm saying? Like having success and instead of growing that bond, it's almost like, okay, we're growing, but I'm going to separate myself because I think that like I'm a bigger piece of this success and that I'm allowed to separate myself. You're the running back. I'm the quarterback. I'm the leader. And like you guys stay over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's crazy that they allowed that dynamic to fucking flourish. I mean, I guess because they were winning at the time, they were just like, let's just roll with it. But I mean, the coaching staff and the people in the organization, I feel like they had to know that dynamic was eventually going to explode on them.
No, once he got that money and then also like him being with Sierra or whatever, that probably like led to.
They had to know that there was no future there. See what I did there?
Wait, what did you just do there?
You see what I did there? Well, that's going to do it for another show. We will be back next week and we will see how the chips have fallen. Until then.